Yo, trade intuition, flipping charts, mad precision. We on the grind, no sleep, endless mission. Crypto waves, no tide, just decisions. Ride or die with the block's ambition. Let's make this money, profits rain like monsoon. Bull or bear, we adapt, typhoon. Wallets packed, no room, full bloom. Path to riches, straight shot, no detour too soon. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again, never fake it. Cold wallets, private keys, gotta break it. Crypto life on the edge, let's shake it. Trade intuition, candlestick intuition. Charts wilder than Wild West ambition. We got the drive, mad clicks, no permission. Ready for the moon, orbit's our mission. Let's make this money, stacking sats, no fiat. Eyes on the prize, mad gains, where's the hat? Diamond hands, no flinch, iron combat. Full speed to the peak, no fall back. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. Rise, fall, rise again.
That's right, guys. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. And here we show you how to simplify everything. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is your time, it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition. And yes, I do realize I have a blue tint over my face. Fix that in just a moment. Just this really quick. Just this to lower. There we go. All right. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. Oh, it's doing it again. I'm not gonna have my camera on. There's a delay. Don't like it. Messing me up. Let me know, guys. Does the delay? I don't know why either. Man, it's always this dumb computer. Right now I'm running at 82. I don't know why. Look at that CPU. And right now it is what's doing all of it. It's my my Brave browser. I'm gonna have to like close down everything. I don't know. So we'll do this really quick and then we'll turn off some stuff. I got pretty much stuff closed down. Camera hub, the main thing is okay. So let's go. All right, so let's try to do this, and let's turn off the top left because we're not in the actual trade. Nope, not that one. It's a small rectangle. There we go. All right, so this is the hourly time frame. We do have some coins going up, and we have others that are doing so-so. Nothing too crazy. I'm gonna put this right here so I can monitor it. It's at 80%. It's messing me up. Let's see here, daily. I don't know why either. I haven't changed anything. Haven't changed a darn thing. But on the daily, you know, it's not doing too bad. It's not doing amazing. On the hourly, it's looking good. Let's look at Bitcoin. Let's just close out all this. Close out this. Close that out. Let's see here. I have a bunch of stuff open here too. So let's close these out as well. Let's close this out. We'll leave that open. Right now, I'm closing down a lot of things and we're still at 80%. Why? Doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense. If I got some computer people out there, let me know why in the world is this up so high? It shouldn't be. It should not be. Let me see if I have any other windows that I can close. Not really. 3 windows open. One has, well, let me close out. This one window has 5 tabs, so let me close this. Okay. And I notice it too, like when I'm on MEXC, I click on my stop loss, and it literally takes like 30 seconds, or literally 20 to 30 seconds for the stop loss window to pop up. And it's not good. Y'all, if y'all know, let me know. All right. So let's go ahead and see what we got. We do have Crypto Coin Mindset in the house. Hey, and he's on YouTube. Very nice. Thank you guys. And please smash the likes. That would help out tremendously. Duality Crypto in the house. Thank you so much. We have Sin in the house. What's up, Sin? Appreciate you. And let's see here. We got Kelly. Have you restarted today? Well, I actually restarted. I actually had the computer off this morning. And so, yeah, I had it completely off. And I noticed it too when I was doing my video editing that it was lagging. And I noticed it too, like sometimes when I'm doing this, it'll be slower. It's like, what's going on? I'm not doing nothing. Everything is literally the same. But I did notice that when I turned on my computer, my CPU was like at 20. Even though I had a bunch of browsers open, it was at 20. So I don't want to be starting the computer like before the stream so that it takes an hour or two for this to start cranking up. I don't know what the issue is. I really don't know. All right, so let's go and get started, guys. Let's get started. Right now we're looking at Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in the decision point area. Let me see, we're at 60, we're at 58. Let me see if I can turn on the camera and see if it works. And then just let me know if there's any lag. So right now I don't see any lag. Everything looks good. And right now I'm at 69, 68, no lag. But once it goes to like 80, man, there's that lag. All right. So let's put this over here. We kind of monitor it. All right. So this is our decision point. We've been looking at this. We're on the 1 hour time frame. And of course, some people, it's so funny. You said the 1 hour, but you're in the 4 hour. Yeah, I might do that. But I'm always looking here. I'm always looking here. And I'm always looking here. So I might say a 4 hour, but actually be on the 1 hour. So whenever I'm referring to the times, always look and just confirm it. DYOR, do your own research. So always confirm it. But it's funny. I think it was the same person. And I think he was just trying to get under my skin. He still hasn't come back though. Because I told him, I said, dude, like, come onto my live streams. I'm doing a lot of different ones. Come into the live streams and ask me these questions then instead of what you're doing, because what you're doing, it really looks like, you know, you're just trying to get under my skin. Pretty much, that's what I said in a nutshell. Never came on my show. Never came. It's okay. But yeah, so we're on the 1 hour time frame. This is our bounce zone based off of this. Price came down into the zone, came up, bounced on top of it for a little bit. Came up here, we needed to break above this level and retest. It did break above, but couldn't retest. Got rejected, almost rejection, balancing here. And this is when I was saying, man, I don't like this. Whenever I see something like this, yes, it could go up or down, but we have a higher likelihood of it coming down because here's when we had a chance to come up, down, and then up. If the momentum was still there, if the strength was still there, if the buyers were still there. And then we did a lower high, then a lower high, and just like going, it's not doing anything really. And for me personally, I think that the price may come down. And sure enough, the price did come back. Virus, malware. Are you asking if I have virus and malware programs? Or are you saying that I might have a virus or a malware? See, and that's what I'm thinking too. Because I mean, there's times where I'm not even on the computer. And it's just like ramping up to like you can hear my like it's like I'm mining, but I'm not. And I don't think I have grass on this computer. Maybe I do. But I had to reboot the whole computer and I didn't reinstall it. So I don't know. But I mean, I have virus detectors, I have malware detectors, I have keylogger detectors, I have a whole bunch of other ones too. I don't know. See here, Trend Micro has had a free online virus scan for like 20 years. I use it when I couldn't figure out okay, so I'll check that out. Thank you very much. This is Trend Micro. Make sure I'm spelling it right. And I would hate to go to a virus place to get a virus. Virus scan. Virus scan. Okay. And if nothing else, I've done that to this computer so many times where I've did a fresh, clean install. And then here I go, 2 days, putting on all my programs and everything else. It's funny. All right. Oh, it's malware and spy. Okay, I think that's what you're saying. Okay. See here. So you could have a virus or malware. I like the Trend Micro free online scan. Okay. I'll do that. Do you have scheduled scans? I think so. I believe so. I'm not sure what it is. Right now for Bitcoin, we are in the decision point. We are balancing really nicely on our anchored VWAP. Now, again, I mentioned this before multiple times that this is not a strong support resistance level like this. This, because on the 1 hour time frame, I rate this about a 6 out of 10. For this, I rated about a 4 out of 10, just because this is an average. This is where it actually stopped. So the average, it is a support resistance level, but it's not strong. And I'll give you Exhibit A, Exhibit B. If I had more, I can show you more, but it's just an anchored one. All right. With that being said, I do think that now that we're gaining support here at the moment, it's still looking very boring. There's no ups and downs. Still looking very boring, but at first I was thinking it was going to go up. It's really a toss-up right now. Let me see if I can use my fixed range volume profile. I'm going to go from the swing low right here, just to see like this, so it's way up here. So here's where we have more volume. Now, again, some people see this as support resistance. I see it more of, are we in good shape or bad shape? If we're under it, not so good. If we're above it, great. But man, this one's a tough one. I probably have to sit this one out. I think I was trading this one. I think I was doing Jupiter earlier. Not too sure. But if y'all have any coins, guys, let me know. If you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. If you have any questions, let me know. Right now, it's literally a 50-50 shot. I mean, it could go up. We have a higher likelihood of it going down, though, still. Just because it wasn't looking very strong, looking really weak. It came down here. It's looking like it wants to break above because we keep on bouncing off of this VWAP, anchor VWAP. I would rather see this up, down, up, down. I'd rather see that than just a block. I don't like seeing these blocks like this. I don't like seeing those. Because it doesn't help me, because I'm looking for momentum. This is all just one solid block. I don't like it. But the odds, in my opinion, are to come down. Those are my, because there's no, it's really not showing any strength. It's just there. That's what I think. All right. Let's see here. Let's go to a larger time frame. Let's go to the daily. Still looks the same. And for those of you who like the weekly, let's go ahead and hide all this stuff. We can see that right now, currently, we are green. And why are we green? Because when the candle body closed, which was right here, this new candle started, and we're currently above our open, which means we're green. If we come down, we don't want to see this. We do not want to see a red, because then that's 3 weeks of coming down. We would like to see potentially green, and it would be really, really nice if we were to close above this. This will be like, man, let's go, moon mission. Do I think we will? Well, we have less than 2 hours to do so. Well, yeah, we have less than 2 hours. Well, let me put this on UTC time, because I have this on New York time. UTC. So it's 22:15. Oh, you can't see it because camera's on. There you go. There it is, right? But for the time zone, UTC Universal Time is 22:16, and then we still, this doesn't change. It's just, down here. It's more so when you're posting it to groups. If you're using UTC and they're using UTC, they know when you post it. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Retro Mike says, this poll says I'm a minority. Uh-oh. Yes, guys, so definitely answer the poll. And we do got Retro Mike Tech. Let's go and throw up his stuff right there. Retro Mike Tech, thank you so much, man, for being here. I appreciate you greatly. See, that like sure was asking for a smashing today. Yes. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, guys, for smashing the like. You guys are the best. Guys are the best. All right. So looking at this on the weekly, we do have less than 2 hours to go. It'd be really great if we were to close above this level. And on the daily, man, we had several days that were just ugly. I mean, I don't see anything new. And we really don't want it to cross this level right here, which is roughly around 91.9. We don't want it crossing that. Well, we don't want it closing. Let me rephrase that. We don't want it closing. It can still close under there. Like, I really don't see anything bullish. So whenever I'm looking at this, I'm always looking for the bearish and the bullish. I'm always looking for the bad and the good, the plus and the minus, the positive and the negative. And here, I don't see anything. You know what? Let's delete all of our drawings. 106 drawings. Get out of here. Yes, remove everything. Be gone. So this is what I like doing. I do this every so many days. But one thing I do want for sure is this. We use the ray tool. Whenever I click on any of these tools, it always gets highlighted over here in case you're ever wondering. The ones with the stars, they are on my floating toolbar. I'm gonna make sure the magnet tool is on. I'm gonna go from the wick to the wick. And this is this one, and let's do a 1. Nope, let's do a 2. And this is telling me this is from the last season. Now, from the season prior on the 2017, same thing. I'm going to use the fib. I'm going to use the ray tool, and that way I'm not making it what I want it to be. Now, these are using the wicks. Now, if you want, you can also use the bodies. So I'm going to show you that as well. So this one I'm going to put as a 4, just to signify that this is from the other one. Now, what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to go to the candle bodies. So we're going to go to the candle body, and we're going to do the ray tool. We're going to go from the body, and we're just going to put it up here. And I want to make sure I get on the bot right there. And then now what I can do is I can actually get a little fancy with it. want to get fat. So now I'm going to use this. It's a polyline. I'm gonna use my polyline, and this I don't need the magnet tool, but I'll just go from here and I'll bring it up like so, bring it up like so, and of course I'll adjust this in just a moment. And what this does, it gives me from the previous. This is from the 2017. And this is, you can call this whatever you want: liquidity zone, target area, supply, resistance zone, whatever you want to call it. But that's what that represents. Now we can, let's see here. So we use this candle body. So now let's go to this candle body. We used the wicks earlier. Now let's go from the horizontal ray. Let's make sure the magnet tool is on. That way there's no altering on my side, any kind of bias that I may have. Let's go from the candle body to the candle body. This is going to be a 2. And then now what I'm going to do, same thing, polyline. We'll go from here to here to here to here. Oh, gotta take off the magnet tool. Where I'm at. Go to here. And then for this one, I'll change the color just to let me know that it is from the most recent. And where am I at? So here we can actually see that it kind of curved, and I'll leave that there. And matter of fact, I will change this to a white. And then now let's do this again over here. We can start this. Oops. Try to get it as close to it as possible. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so we have 2 zones now. Pretty fancy, right? Pretty fancy. I like it. Okay. What else can we do? I do like this trend line as well. Let me see where it lines up. So magnet tool again. Lowest point is here. To here, that doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. This kind of helps me. And I know what you're thinking, Joe, you're cutting through everything. It's okay. When you're doing trend lines, it's best not to cut through stuff, but sometimes you have to. But here, I mean, this one's a good one. And this one, we'll do this one as a dotted line. That way it lets me know, or dash. That way it lets me know it's from the last season, but it's from this to the high here. Okay. So I am all finished up with that. See here, Solana and ETH. Yes, we can definitely do that. Today is the 16th, 25. And we are looking at Solana and ETH. Okay. I got an average bag and it's not doing well. Oh, Arweave. What's the ticker on that one? ARV? I always forget. AVE? ARV? AR? I don't know. See here, Julian says Q. I don't know if that's a ticker or not. Let me know. Sam says, only bag I got doing good is ASM. But Joe really doesn't like that one. No, I don't. I don't remember it, but I don't. But just because I don't like it doesn't mean you're not gonna make money. It has to do with liquidity, order books. You can get easily wrecked if you don't know how to do stuff, those type of coins. So if you don't, I strongly recommend you watch my videos. I show you how to do all this stuff. CQ, okay. I hate single letter tickers. Q said, or Julian says, Q, can you please explain funding rates? Okay. Why is it so important and how to manage and protect yourself from high fees? Okay. So I can actually explain funding rate right now without actually looking at the coin. So for funding rates, the way it works is you have the regular spots and then you have the perpetuals or the futures. And the goal is to keep the price about the same. So if this one's trading for $1 and this one's trading for, let's say 92 cents, they need to get, it's in their best interest to get the price up to around $1. So it kind of matches. So again, this one's $1 and this one's 78 or 82 cents. What they're going to do, the exchange, they're going to pay the, they're going to incentivize the longs so that more people can long the coin rather than short the coin. That way, the more people that long the coin, where they're buying the coin, so now the price is kind of coming up, and the people who are still shorting, because it looks horrible, they're shorting the coin, they're getting, I guess, penalized. And so the funding rate for the shorts are actually paying the longs. And if you were just to search funding rates, let's see, funding rate, I guess Binance. And that's a great question too. Very great question. Let's see here. See, is a high funding rate good? And it depends too. You'll see a plus or a minus. And well, let me see if I would like to see if there's a oh, Q means question. Okay, thank you. Thank you. I didn't know that. See, let's see here. It would be better with pictures. I'm really big on pictures. Okay, here's so future price, spot price, positive funding rate. The longs are paying the shorts. And so what it's doing is it's incentivizing people to go short, because you're actually paying fees if you go long. And this again is to kind of balance out the price. Now, does it happen all the time? No, because let's say it's looking really bad and there's a funding rate that's high. You could continue to short it. Let's see, longs pay funding to the short. Okay, so you could, let's try this again. And again, it's really easy with an actual, let me see if I can pull one up. I'm not sure if you have a, let's see, was I trying to short this one? Oh, I was. It came up. You got stopped out. Dang it. But right now, see here, you can see all this. Okay. So the funding rate is plus. So this means that the longs are paying the shorts, but the funding rate's nothing. But if we were to go to, let's see if I can bring this up. Let's say broccoli. So broccoli, it's, the funding rate is negative 0.18. And I've seen some that are like a 2.1, which is nuts. But this is a negative. So this means that the shorts are paying the longs. And do I trade coins that have a higher funding rate? I try not to, because you end up paying a lot of money. So right now, if I wanted to go short, the shorts are actually paying the long. So I'm gonna be paying a fee, but if this dumps, man, I could make some big money, but just knowing that I'm going to pay a good chunk to the actual fee itself. And there's a countdown too. So this gets, I believe, paid out. Let's say you held onto the coin and you held onto it for a few hours and the funding rate is negative and you are short, you're paying the longs on your trade. Now, if you're trading with big money, it can equal to a big fee. I've had some people that were in the trading group that were doing leverage, and the funding rate, you know, it's just something sometimes we don't look at, but it was like a 2 or a 3, and like it literally took, let's say they gained $500 from the trade, but the funding rate cost them like $350. And then of course you have the regular fee itself. So it wasn't profitable. I hope that helps. I know it's R with AR. Thank you. But yeah, as far as the funding rate goes, I really don't look at it too much. But if it's a whole number, to me that's kind of too high. I mean, sometimes I'll still trade it, but this is one thing that I'm always looking at. And normally they're okay. They're usually, for me, an okay one is when it's like 0.01. That's okay. Let's see here. Let's go to another one. Let's go to Fartcoin. Fartcoin funding rate. Look at this one. Nothing really. The longs are paying the shorts, but it's nothing. Let's go to another one really quick. Let's look at, let's say Cake. For Cake, same thing, nothing. And once again, like if you were to look at this price and the regular spot price, it's pretty much right around the same. But let's say the spot price for Cake was $3. Well, they're going to incentivize the people that are trading futures to bring up the price. So what they'll do is they'll have the shorts paying the longs. And then in this case, they may increase, well, they will increase the funding rate. So it'll deter people from going short. And they're like, man, if I go short, I'm gonna pay a lot of fees. The funding rate's crazy. More than likely it's gonna turn around and go up. So let me go long because I'm getting paid from the shorts. And then you start making money. And of course it starts even reducing because now more people are going long. And then now the price is pretty much right around the same, right around $3. Doesn't have to be exactly, but as long as there's not like a big spread. That's what they're really trying to do is control the spread. So let me know if that made sense. And if you trade futures and I said something that was incorrect, please correct in the chat. If there's something that you can add to it, please add to it, but make sure that you let me know adding to your comment, or might want to also say this. But if you just put what it is, I'm going to read it and think you have a question about it. I hope that makes sense. I hope what I said makes sense. But when it's a plus, this is the longs paying the shorts. The positive funding rate, longs paying the shorts. When it's a negative funding rate, it's the shorts paying the longs. So I hope that helped. All right. But yeah, normally they're good. Normally they're good as far as this goes. Kelly says, there's a lot of guides online for troubleshooting lagging computers. CNET has them. That's a pretty reliable site. I would try Googling CNET lagging computer. Thank you. Kelly, you're the best. Kelly's my favorite. That's right. I said it. And what? Kelly, you're my favorite. Let's see here. See, what kind of voodoo is this? AR is Arweave Joe. You're such a noob, Joe. Sorry. Too much for me to remember. See, that trend line might cut through, but it will be respected. Yes. In my opinion. in my opinion. I agree. I agree. So, oh yeah, we never finished this. Let's see here. Hey, we got Crypto Caveman. What's up, my friend? What is going on? Thank you guys for smashing the like. You guys are the best. If you have any questions, please let me know. We're gonna be doing Sol, Ethereum, Arweave, and we answer the question for funding rates. Let's see here. What was that dump? Hey, Melissa. And of course, Angel. What's up, Angel? Here. Yeah, so in essence, funding rates, when it's positive, you're paying the longs are paying the shorts. When it's negative, the shorts are paying the longs. And again, it's just to kind of equal the price. And then you might have to do that a few times to kind of understand it. It took me a while to. All right. So right now we're looking at Bitcoin and we're almost done with this charting. We do have a pretty large band. Let's go to, I mean, all of this is just a low volume node. So let's just mark this as a low volume node. And I will actually do it from this wick. And I know most people won't do it like this, but that's okay. This is what I see as a low volume node. Because there's not a lot of ups and downs throughout with all this. Matter of fact, it's all the way up here, really. To be more exact, all this is a low volume node. Because here we have up, down, a lot of volume. Here we have up, down, volume. And then here's, I mean, we have wicks. But what I would do is I will put it here. We'll go on the daily. We'll go on the daily. And this is what I'm looking at for my low volume node. And then let's actually put another one in here. And see, this is why I like doing this. Like we erase all of our thought process and we just start fresh. Do something different, something new. You know, I don't think I've done this liquidity zones before with y'all. I've done it for my VIPs. I don't know if I've done it for y'all, but this is just a liquidity zone. Buying pressure, you know, demand, whatever you want to call it. It's just the area of a possible bounce. That's all it is. But so I'm gonna go from here, from this wick to about this wick. And this is our zone in here. And I'll leave it that color. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame. Just so we can see more. And I do see this. I mean, it's not pretty, but here we kind of stopped from going straight up. It's going and it kind of paused a little bit. So we will do it from here. Let's say to here. So these are our zones. We have a much higher likelihood that if the price action comes down, we may come down to this brighter area, which would be right around 80. You got to be prepared for everything, guys. You got to be prepared for everything. All right. Let's see here. I'm going to check on the poll. Let's see here. For the poll, the question is, have you experienced a bull market where everything just goes up? We have an overwhelming 56% say no, this is your first bull market. Wow. And you're still here? You didn't leave? You didn't call it quits? Man, kudos to you. Kudos to you. That shows me that all of y'all are going to make insane amount of money because you're still here. Instead of coming back when everything's gone up hundreds of percent. So kudos to you. Now, the first bull run, you make your mistakes. Like we're going to tell you or advise you, but not financial advice. We're going to explain certain things to you and you're not going to listen because you're an adult. You know better. You know when to sell or whatever. At least that was me. And you're going to hold on to it too long. I'm telling you right now, you will hold on to it too long. We can turn blue in the face and say, sell, take profit, do something. No, man. Like yesterday, if I would have sold, I would have got 10 extra thousand or $10, whatever your money is. And then the next day comes and you make another 10 grand or another $10. And then the next day comes and you make another 10 grand, another $10. And you're like, man, if I would have sold, Joe, if I would have listened to you, I would have been out 30 grand or $30. And then it pulls back. Oh, it's okay. It's going to come back up. Then it pulls back some more. Oh, it's okay. It's going to pull back up. Then it goes up. You see, Joe, I told you. And then it pulls back some more. And you end up round tripping. You end up holding it way too long. And we've all been there. We've all been there. Your second bull market is when you make money. Because now you learn from your first one. Not from people telling you or whatever, giving you advice. But now, not that I do. I don't give advice. But now you've experienced it. You've experienced that stove being hot. And now you're like, okay, those were my mistakes last time. This time, doing it different. Then you're going to make mistakes here too, but you're going to have more money because you're not going to round trip it. Then on the third bull cycle, now you have all the experience for the first one and the second one, the bull runs, the bear markets. The third one, man, you kill it. Absolutely kill it. And this is a marathon. It truly is. It's a marathon. Yes, you see people coming in with $100 and then they hit a meme coin and it goes to 100,000. Then they might do it again, super lucky. And then now they're a multimillionaire. A weekend multimillionaire. I guarantee it, they will lose it all. Guarantee it. Because they didn't learn how to trade. They didn't go through all the emotions that we go through when we first start. And they're going to lose it all. I don't wish that on anybody. Because it's devastating. You know, multimillionaire to back to nothing. So, give me a heads up. Let's see here. Kelly says, invested too much, too quick now. Yeah, too much, too quick now. Yep. See here, I'm still trying to buy more. LOL. Man, if I had it, I would. Because I know it's all an investment. You know, and even if it does go down, I just buy some more. Because you never know when it's going to go up. You never know. Kelly says, I'm already full of regrets for not selling my mean bag when they popped you. See, and that's the thing too. We never know. That's a huge thing. We never know. Because let's say you have your meme coin and you sell 50% and you make nice money and it goes to the freaking moon and you made, let's say, $100,000 from $10, you know, something crazy. But because you sold 50%, you only made $1,000. And you're like, man, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. Woulda, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Yes, I said woulda twice. The woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda syndrome. Man, I would have had $10,000 or $100,000, but I sold half. I only made $50, and now I'm gonna sell it and make $1,000 total. And I could have done this. I should have done this. We don't know until after the fact. Let's say you sell 50% and you make $100 from $10. And then it starts coming down and you know, I'm just going to sell all of it. I don't even care. I'm going to sell all of it. So out of everything, you made $130. And then it dumps to zero. It rugs. You know, now you're happy. Like, man, did I avoid that one? I put $10 in, I got 130. Man, I did great. I did absolutely great. That's because you know after the fact. So my personal opinion is, you know, take a little bit out. Hopefully you can take out what you put in, your investment. And then as it's going up, because the greed gets to us, all of us, you know, because you know, every time you take out, it's huge potential of missing out on gains as it continues to go up. So, you know, you take out $100, $200 and it's going up and up and up. Take out another $100, $200 and it comes out and then it retraces, of course. And it's like, oh, is it going to die? What's going on? And it goes up and up and up. Okay, take another $100, $200 and you just keep on doing that. You just keep on doing that. And there's some where you could just put in, or rather take out what you put in and then just let it sit and see if it goes up. The only problem, let's say it goes up to $30,000. Ooh-wee, 30,000. And you're like, nope. I'm gonna see if this one's the one. I'm gonna see if this is the one. And it goes to 50,000, 80,000, 90,000. You're gonna cash out at 100,000, and then it jumps rugs. You're like, man, I could have had $90,000. You never know. Let's say you sell it and you make 90,000, and it goes all the way up to where you would have made 3.4 million. You never know. So be happy for what you have. Be happy for the gains you have. It's very disheartening knowing the amount that you had could have made you a multimillionaire versus $200. Just know that it will happen. Sam says, does last January to March count as a bull market? Does last January? So this would be your first bull market then, because right now we're in the bull market, even though it doesn't feel like it. But looking back, this is the bull market. I mean, look at all we've done. But granted, we didn't feel it because it was, bear market starts coming up. We're making money, higher highs, higher lows. We're not breaking the lows. And this is what I'm referring to by level. We're breaking the highs, but not the lows. And then we came up here, and then we started coming down, and then we shot up again. And when we shoot up, it's, a few weeks of just, man, euphoria. And then it slows down. So this is why we didn't really feel it. And I'm thinking, I really hope. So there's three different thought process. One, this was our first high. This was our pullback. This was our second high. This is the worst case scenario. And then we break this level. We come down here. This is the start of the bear market. I don't want to say it, but I just did. Start of the bear market. Now, do I hope I'm wrong? 100%. Start of the bear market coming down, but we're going to be making money because we're going to be shorting for sure. Knowing that we have these levels here and the market makers know that we're looking for this to be our target. 73, right around. The market makers know this. So we may come down here and not even come to this higher likelihood of this being our decision point, but maybe just come down and then do this, just pump like crazy, liquidating everybody who's shorting. This is why it's very important to be in just like one or two trades, having a stop loss, moving it into profit as soon as possible, and then monitoring your trade. And if you're doing 10 or 20, it's not going to work. 1, maybe 2, 3 at the max. Because when it happens, it's going to happen fast, and you have to be monitoring and moving your stop loss. So this is the worst case scenario. This was our first peak, our pullback, and our second peak. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because, well, we hit all-time high prior to the halving. So everything may have been pushed up several months. That's the only reason I'm saying this. Now, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. Now, the next scenario is this is our first high. This will be the pullback that we normally see in April, May, June. But now we're seeing it earlier, maybe a month or two earlier, depending if we can hold these levels. We do our pullback, and then we range in here for about 2 months or so. And then we blast up, and we, go into this, and we don't break above this, which would really, really suck, because I'm looking at like 200 for the all-time high. So this is what I'm looking at. I'm looking at 249 for the all-time high. This is what I would like. Based off of all the schematics and everything that I put in ChatGPT and Grok and everything else, they're projecting anywhere from 150% to 200% for the from the last all-time high, based off all the numbers that I punched into the computer. And so that would put us at around 172 to maybe 206, or we could just say 207. But it would really, really suck if we don't get there, because we're looking at November, keep on going. Let's put this on the weekly. Let's see here. And I'm looking at the very bottom. Yeah, you can see that. The very bottom, September, October. And we may even finish a month earlier, because again, everything may have shifted up. So we're looking at possibly September, maybe 124, which isn't bad, to October, which would be about 125. So hopefully we do more than this. Now, this is my scenario 2, that this is our first top. We're gonna pull back and everything just got scooted up forward. And then this will be our next top around here. But we're gonna make a lot of money. We're gonna make a lot of money. And then of course, we'll be monitoring for the start of the bear market. And if you're not in my group, I strongly recommend you watch me every single day. Man, we haven't even done anything. We're already at the end of the show. Maybe that's why I lost everybody. I don't know. But keep on watching the show. And, you know, I'll be telling everybody, hey guys, you know, it crossed this level, it crossed this, you know, moving average. You might want to sell or take some profit. Don't ride it all the way back. So this is my thought process. And nice, clean, easy to read. Here is, so we're in the daily right now. This is my bounce zone. I'll do from here to here, and I'm just going to the wicks. So this will be bounce zone and number 1. Bounce zone number 1. Do I have a bounce zone? I have a green zone, no gray, a bounce zone. Here we go. So bounce zone, and then we're gonna do another bounce zone. And we'll just do it from here to here. And let me make sure my magnet tool's on. Okay. We'll do this one a bounce zone. Oops, wrong one. What am I doing? Click on this. So this will be bounce zone and number 2. Let's go over here. We'll do a number 2. And I appreciate you guys for being here. For like most of y'all already know how to trade, and just being here, supporting me. You guys are the best. You guys are the absolute best. And those that are newer and learning, I really hope I'm bringing you value. I really do. And I always say this, I really wish I had somebody like me who was willing to share the information and willing to, you know, not willing, but eager to make you money versus somebody who's just trying to take your money. Let's see it. So here's my bounce zone number 1, bounce zone number 2, and then this is the final countdown. And then from here, yep, to here is my final countdown. This one we're gonna do red. And I'm gonna say get ready to short. Get ready to short. Get ready to short. And do it big. How's that look? Yes. Hey, we got Max. Max is now my favorite. Thank you, Max, for becoming my favorite and for subscribing to the channel. I greatly appreciate you 100%. But this is our get ready to short zone. And so this is what I'm thinking. So nice and easy, you know, nothing too complicated. We have our bounce zone number 1, and then this is our second chance. But in my opinion, if we're gonna bounce here. If we come here, this is really iffy, because let's do this one a green. Let's do this one green. Let's do this one a yellow, kind of like a warning. Do this one as a yellow, because this is my thought process. If we come down to here, and again, this does not look bullish at all. This looks very bearish. I want to be bullish. I want to have my coins. I've been waiting a long time already. I want to have my coins like go crazy, but this is what I see. This is the bearish case scenario. I see it coming down here, going into our bounce zone, coming up, coming down, bouncing on top of the bounce zone, and then coming up. The level that we need to break, and it's extremely important, is this. Once again, I make stuff very, very simple on my channel. We do this every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I'm doing more videos, like 3 to maybe 5 a week at 12 a.m. That's right, super early in the morning, so I can get people on the the West Coast, and also people around the world to, see what I do, and showing you that trading doesn't have to be difficult. Like, it's only as difficult as you make it. It really is. This would be my bounce scenario 1. If the price comes down to, let's say we do this, but we get rejected off the top of this, and we come in here, this is saying we have a much higher probability of coming down. Much higher. Like the probability, if it breaks this level and enters this, I would say 85%. Where do I get that number? I don't know, but I'm gonna say 85% again. I would say that if we come into this zone, we have an 85% chance of doing a bearish retest or just coming down. Now, if we come into this, so this is more like our decision point, but with a much higher chance of it coming down. We still have Ethereum, Arweave to do. Give you all a heads up. If y'all have any coins, let me know. Let's see here. Julian says, how do you find the bounce zones? Are they the same as fair value gaps? No. Great question too. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at these wicks. These wicks are where there was a buying pressure. People call them all different names. Liquidity zone, demand, long wick reversal. I mean, there's so many different names, but it just means that there was buying pressure here. So we have a very strong chance that it could go up. Doesn't mean that it will, just means that it could. So that's how I find it. And the same thing, this is a wick. And this wick, I put it to where it stopped here so that it doesn't overlap. That's all I do. And then here, at the bottom of this wick to the top of the candle body close. That's why I got that one. And all these are just subjective. This is what I think might happen. I'm usually pretty spot on when they work. And when they don't work, well then I'm not spot on. So on average, I want to say, what does George say? 98% of the time, I'm 80% accurate. Or so, I forget what he says. What's the wording that George uses? Cryptos are us. But this is how I do it. And this is my bounce zone. This is my second bounce zone. This one, get ready to short. If we come into this area, get ready. Now, be careful though, because everybody else is gonna be shorting too. And the market makers don't like that. So they may come down and then whip us back up just to whip us back down. So when you're doing these shorts, we have to have very few, 2, maybe 3 at the most, and have your stop losses in place. And then your stops may get skipped. So you have to manually, market order or something. Give you a heads up. Let's see here. Kelly says, I've been forgetting about your midnight stream. I'll try to catch it this week. It's only 8 p.m. my time. Oh, cool. Let's see here. Kelly says, it's been Cohen. That is right. We need quantitative easing for alt cycle to start and for alt Bitcoin pairs to bottom out against Bitcoin first. Yep. I know it'll go up as soon as I sell. And it's funny too, I put that in my group. I said, listen guys, I'm gonna exit my trade and you're welcome, because now it's gonna go up. I'll sometimes say that. But this is my very simple Bitcoin chart. Hopefully it doesn't look too difficult. You know, I have my arrows saying what I think might happen. I have my bounce zone 1, my bounce zone 2, it's more than likely going to come down. And then this zone, it's get ready to short. Let's go. Let's make some money. Do I want to short right now? No. Could we? Yes. Higher risk though. I trade with very little risk, you know, because it can easily find, well, not easily, but it can find support here, break above our level of 97.882. And then now we're going up and then we get liquidated or we get stopped out. We have a higher likelihood it's going to come down, but it could always come up. So you just depend on your risk. All right. So hopefully that helped. And I do greatly appreciate everybody who's here. Thank you so much for smashing the like. Thank you for all of my favorites. And now, oh, this one we did yesterday. This is on the night stream. And on the night stream, I know this is really messy. Let's close that and that. Okay. So on the night stream, we had, I forgot who it was, but they were in 1000 Pepe and they were in long 72x leverage. I never did get where they entered at, but this was their stop loss and the price was right here. And I said, ooh, man, you know, if I would have known you had that high leverage, because I had to like get it out of them, you know, what's the actual name of it? Because I'm just looking at Pepe, but it's 1000 Pepe. Not only that, but you know, what exchange, where did you enter? What are your targets? What's your stop loss? What's your leverage? Like these are all questions. The more specific you get, the more specific I can give you the answer. And they had their stop loss down here and the price was coming down. I was like, oh man, if I knew you were doing such high leverage and knew where you entered, I would definitely, you know, as it was up here, I would sell 50%, sell, you know, take profit. And then the price was coming down here, started kind of like hovering a little bit. And then I said, sell 50%, which was right here. Sell 50%, and then started coming up. And it's like, it's okay if it goes 80% from here. We took profit. This is what you want. You know, you have high leverage, you took profit. And then on top of that, I said, I would have my stop loss underneath this. I don't want it crossing this. So instead of having your stop loss here, I would move it up. It's only a difference of 0.44%. However, because you're 77x leverage, it's 33% that I'm saving you. So, you know, this was the information. Move up your stop loss right here. And then sure enough, after the show finished, it came down, came up, bearishly retest, broke this level, not looking good. We still have this, came over here, bounced, nice little bounce, I like it. Bounced here, came up, broke the level, boom, we got stopped out. And then I saved you 33% because then your stop loss hit. Now, if I would have been seeing this and I would have seen that it came up here and we were still, you know, on the live stream, again, I would have said, take profit here because we're at resistance and move your stop loss now underneath here. Because we have a very, very high chance that it's going to come down to about here. And then if it does, we just wait for it to break above and then we enter the trade again or we add to our trade. But that's what I do. All right, moving on. So that was that one. Let's make some money, guys. Let's do Sol USDT. Hopefully, if you like that explanation, put a +1 in the chat. I would love to see some +1s. I would love to see some +1s. Let's see here. So on MEXC, and we're over our time. And I hate that I give so much information. All right. So here, oof, it's coming down. Solana has a very large token unlock coming up, guys. I'm not sure if y'all know that. I posted it in my group. I do a lot of research for my group. It's going to be a massive one. 2 point something percent And so it's pretty big. Pretty big. If anything, I would be shorting this one. But we're waiting. Set your alert right here. 211.96. 4-hour candle must close above 206.97. It currently it's breaking underneath our anchored VWAP. It's coming into our liquidity area, or area of possible interest for the market makers to come down to. Now, because I think it's 13 days away for the token unlock, it may already be priced in. So people may have known about this, you know, a couple of days ago, a week, 2 weeks ago. They're, you know, on top of it. And they're like, oh, it went up. Let me short it because it might come down. And sure enough, boop. So give me a heads up. So here, Bitcoin making a move down. Whereabouts? Max, we just went over that. We have an area right here, this trend line, but you really don't want it to cross. Oh, let me do these levels. That's a good point. I guess I'll do these levels like this. We'll do this in like a greenish color. We'll do this one greenish color. Okay, that. So this is our zone 1. Those are those levels. Next is going to be fine. This would be the yellow. And then we'll do another one. I just want to snap it. Oh, because it's all the way down. That's why. Oh, it'll do 2 right there. Yeah. And then let's change this color to a different color. We'll do this color. And then we'll do the red. So this one's going to be red. And that way you can see each zone. There you go. So the bounce zone for 1 is 94. The bottom of it is 91.5. For the, oh, you can't even see it. Guys, talk to me. Y'all couldn't even see it. Pulse chain coins, finally pumping. Good. So the first zone is 94. The bottom of it is 91.5. The top of zone 2 is 91.5. The bottom is 89.1. Then the get ready to short zone is 88.7 to 85.1. It's not looking good. Let's go to a smaller time frame on the 4-hour time frame, and we can see here it rolling over. More than likely, it's going to break this level. Nobody knows, though. Nobody knows, and that's one thing I have to stress to everybody. Nobody knows what's going to happen, but there's a pretty good chance that it's going to break this level, this one up here at 95.5. And if it does, there's a pretty good chance it'll break. No, I'm sorry. It needs to bounce here, 95.5-ish. If it breaks this level, there's a pretty good chance it's going to break this level. And then hopefully bounce here. But we don't know. It's all just level by level. But right now, what we do know is that it doesn't look good. It does not look good. I should open it short. If nothing else, I'll do a Sol short. Sol seems like it's been having a hard time getting back above the 200 SMA. Yep. So let's go over here to Solana. And let's go ahead and put on our SMAs. So for the daily, it's above our SMA, but I don't think it'll last long. My yellow is 200. My red is 50. My orange is 30. The reason I use 30 is because I use it. I use it mainly for my leverage trades, just because I do. Most questions I get after that, well, why do you use the 30? Why not the 21 or the 9 or what? I like the 30. And you'll see, like, start trading on the 30 on the 5-minute time frame. You'll see. Then, of course, my white is my 9. These blue lines are anchored VWAPs. So it's underneath all of my anchored VWAPs. It's underneath every single moving average, except for the 200 SMA. I do believe that it'll come down here and possibly continue down. How far down? I really, just because of that token unlock and the market not being as healthy as it is. Now, granted, I got tricked. There was a token unlock last year, I believe it was, where it was a huge, like the biggest token unlock in crypto history. It didn't do anything. Literally did not do anything because it was already priced in for like the previous like couple weeks, maybe a month. I was really surprised and disappointed. But for here, so the bottom of this candle body to here, the bottom of this wick. So here, this is what I'm looking at. I always create boxes. Like if I don't show you boxes, I'm literally creating boxes in my brain, in my eyeballs. Eyeballs always see boxes. So here we have the candle body close right here. And then we have this wick. Now, if I wanted to, I could put it here. So these candle body close in this way, which would be actually more accurate because I'm not going through a bunch of bodies. Now, if a bunch of bodies stopped or a bunch of wicks stopped at the same point, then I would use that level. But so this right here would be my decision point, my bounce zone. If it comes in here and it breaks below, I would say about here. 136. Man, that'd be great if we can get that. I don't think it'll happen though. I don't think it'll happen. We have another level right here at 157.95. So if we, let me go to a 4 hour, just so I can see more ups and downs, more. You can see that we have buying pressure, but it's not enough. It's coming down. I would have really have liked, like entering a short right now is very high risk because what could happen, just like how we're looking for when the price goes up, we want to see it retrace and go like that. We want to see the same thing when it comes down. When it comes down, we want to see it go up and then continue down. So if you did enter a short now, you have a pretty high risk of it coming down more, then coming up, getting rejected off of the anchor VWAP. Now, granted, I must stress, this is not a very strong support resistance level. It can easily go above it, but this is a form of support resistance. For me personally, my personal strength level, I say a 4 compared to an actual support resistance level, which it will be a 6. Higher time frame, it'd be an 8. There are no 10s. And higher time frame, I'm looking at daily. You know, this is a 4 hour, which is pretty strong. It's coming down. Now, can it also come down and then come up, get a bearish retest and continue coming down? Yep. It can do whatever it wants. So if you're very bearish on this, whether it's because of the news that you received about the really big token unlock, or just it hasn't been doing well, or because of the moving averages or whatever, and you want to enter some here, you could enter maybe a third, maybe half of your position. Never do 100% ever. You always want to do like a third, a half, a quarter maybe. So if you're going to do $100, put in $25 and see what happens. Oh, it starts going up. Oh, perfect. It starts coming down. I can put another $25. Hopefully it continues coming down. If not, I get stopped out. No problem. And if it continues coming down, and then great, it breaks my level again. Boom, I put another $25. And then so what I'm doing is I'm actually dollar cost averaging into the trade. All right. Let's see here. Angel says post chain coins finally pumping. See here. Max says, I really surprised Ondo didn't dump when they unlocked twice. Dude, that was another one. And Ondo is very, very strong. Like if you look at Ondo, whether it's the 4 hour, the daily, whatever it is, and you look at Bitcoin, and all the times Bitcoin was coming down and all these other alts were coming down, Ondo, and I kind of made a reference to this. I picture Ondo in a Western. Everything's going haywire, and you know, all the alts they're just, you know, they're tumbleweeds and they're just flying around everywhere. And here comes Ondo, boom, busting into the saloon. The doors, they swing open, you know, and here comes Ondo with the boots. Clink, clink, because of the Spurs. Clink, clink, with his chest out and just looking at everybody right in their eyeballs, see if they're going to say anything. And he's ready too. He's fast. That's how I look at Ondo. Ondo is taking names. That's how I see him. Let's see here. See here. Max says, thanks. Just finding your channel. Loving the TA. Oh, thank you, Max. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a bunch. Thank you. Means a lot to me. It really does. And that's my thing. Like, I want to show you that the difference between a whole bunch of other people who do this stuff. I show you actually how to do it. They just show you all the fancy bells and whistles. That way you can join their thing so they can teach you how to trade. And then you realize it's like, oh, you're just posting like 20 charts a day. Versus what I do, I actually show you how to trade. So give you a heads up. Now, let's see here. Yeah, we talked about this Ondo. See, circuit and supply. Yep. Well, let's freaking go. Automatic Beats in the house. What's up, my friend? What is going on? See, Soul to the moon. Let's go. Well, not yet. Soul's got to refuel first. Soul has got to refuel first. See here. Very good. Let's see here. What else? Oh, yeah. So we did Soul. Man, this one's got me wanting to see, but it moved too much already. Like I would like to do a short on this, but it moved too much. I have rules to do shorts and longs. And this one, it like literally all of my rules have already passed. One of them, it has to be underneath the VWAP, barely, not where it's at right now. I mean, it's way below my VWAP, which is the blue lines, which are the blue lines. It has to barely be crossing, hopefully, my 30 SMA, and it did that long time ago. It has to be underneath the 9 SMA, which it is, the white line. But I missed it. It's okay. It's okay. So this one, in reference to a long, we would have to wait for this. So that information applies. Let's do some AR, some Arweave, USDT. We're looking at MEXC. Let's go. Let's turn off these things because they really annoy me. And let's look at this. What are we looking at? Okay. So here, perfect example. So the price action needs to break this level. And I believe I was on a 4-hour time frame. 1 hour? That doesn't make sense. I probably didn't have my magnet tool on. So for everybody, make sure your magnet tool is on. So magnet tool on, magnet tool activated. And then make sure to go to the candle body closes. Now, one thing that I recommend, have this and this. This is very important. A notebook and a pen. Write down all this stuff that I'm showing you. Like, I am literally saving you a whole bunch of money. Now, if you want, do I have it up? Oh, what a rookie. Why don't I have it up? If you want, let me go ahead and pull this up here really quick. But I strongly recommend having the notepad. But if you want, I also have a group. Now, in this group, you're going to learn much faster. You're going to make money faster, blah, blah, blah. I'm not here to sell you anything. here to offer this to you. If you want it, great. Reach out to me, trade_intuition. And of course, I can give you some more information on it. There's no pressure. I tell you, why we're different. If you don't have money, don't let that stop you. My goal is to help everybody. I want to reach out to the people who, there's a lot of people in crypto that have a lot of money. And then there's people who want to be those that have a lot of money. And they can afford these membership fees. And yes, it does take longer, but I am willing to show you that you can make money. And I show you how too. So all these tips and tricks that I'm giving you in this live stream, and there was a lot of them. Watch it again, write down stuff. And not only that, but there's videos that I have on my channel. They're shorter videos, and I take excerpts from the live streams and I'll put them as a 6-minute video, 8-minute video. Watch those and take notes, because it's going to make you money. Not financial advice, not empty hopes and dreams or empty promises, but just watch. All right. So here we have our level up here, and candle body close, magnet tool. We need to break this level. Alert needs to go off. We came down, we made a lower high. Okay, fine. We need to now break this level, knowing that we could get rejected here. Comes down, comes up here. All right. So now we need to break this level. So all we're doing, it's literally level by level. Trading is only as difficult as you make it. I say that all the time, and it's true. It really is. And then here, when the price came up, we got, this was asked. And usually, when coins pump, they get asked for. And I said, nope, I wouldn't trade this one right now. I mean, it already moved. It pumped all this much, and it was right here, actually, because I started my stuff. And I was like, nope, because what could happen is the price, well, no, it was up here. Price was up here. I said, look at all this that it moved. And look, not only that, but look at the size of the candle bodies versus these candle bodies. They're real tiny, really, really tiny. And these are good. And then look at it, just for what reason? What happened? What goes up will come down. What goes down will come up, unless it's a rug. And sure enough, we want to come for it to pull back at least 50%. Sure enough, it rolled over. We did not enter it. It rolled over. This was the opportunity for it to bounce. Now, granted, it went a little bit lower than I thought. And here it tried. It tried to bounce. Couldn't do it. And then it broke this level. This is why we do not enter these. This would have wrecked us. Then comes down. Oh, so for everybody who's new, who's watching this, what I do is I show you what I would have done in the moment of the trade versus what already happened. So notice what I'm doing. I'm walking you step by step. Here, this is what I'm expecting. And then this happened. Now this happened. And then this happened. It broke this level, and now this happened. So what I'm doing is I'm not coming all the way over here. I'm walking you through the steps as if we were in the trade in this moment. And that's super important. I don't think I've seen anybody do that. At least I don't remember it. I have a poor memory. I don't remember anybody doing that. But this is my bread and butter. Because what we're doing is we're conditioning our mind to look to see what happened. And what would we have done? Would we have entered? If it would have come up, would we have entered? Sure. What if it came up, stopped? What if it did this? Price came down, came up, stopped, came down, then came up. Would we look for an entry right here? Heck yeah. Why? Even though it made a lower high, it made a higher low. Here's our low, here's our high low. Not only that, but it's showing strength by breaking this level. We enter the trade knowing that we could come up here, get rejected, come back down, which would be perfect for a bounce. Because looking at this area right here, about 50% of it is this. and boom, comes up, break this level, enter again. This is what I do all day long. All right, so now let us delete all of this. 22 drawings, get out of here. This one looks extremely weak, very weak. I'm all about strength of the move, the price action, the momentum. One moment. All right, let's see here. Kelly says, I watch Ben Cohen videos only a few times a month because they are really long. One of his recent ones, he shows on about Sol Bitcoin chart following the path of ETH Bitcoin chart 2021. Hey, there you go. Very nice. So what was the outcome? Was it good or bad? Very, very nice. I don't know that dude. Sounds familiar though, but I don't know. See, Bitcoin just had a candle down. Uh-oh. Bitcoin update. Ooh. I said, doesn't look strong. I wanted to bounce here. Bounce, Bitcoin, bounce. And then break this level. Well, let's go. If we don't, and I'm in coins too, guys. I'm in coins that I've been holding for a long time. How's Sol looking? Oh, we changed it. Dang it. So here, Kelly says, I think, no, and think slow is on a really slow downtrend. So, yeah. Sol did a huge number already, in my opinion. All right, moving on. Let's see. Yeah. So this one looks extremely weak. So right now, let's go to a 3-day. And the reason I'm going to a 3-day is just so I can see less ups and downs. I want to see less pivots. And that way it's easier to see these levels. So my magnet tool is on, candle body close. We broke below that level. And this is the main level. And look at that. It's actually over here too. See how that goes? Like stopped right here. Stopped right here. And right now we're underneath this level. Let's bring this up. We have high, lower high, lower high, lower high. And then now it's kind of going sideways now, creating higher lows, but not higher highs. So it's in a sense starting to possibly. So for me, I always think of stories. This one, I see it as not a fighter per se, but I see this as a kid getting picked on. You know, a big old bully wants this dude's lunch money, and you know he gets beat up, he gets beat up, he gets beat up, he gets beat up, but now he's kind of like, come to me one more time, man. Come to me one more time, and I just need to catch you really good. Now, granted, I understand that story made no sense. In my brain, it was brilliant. Then when I said it out loud, it's like, nope, doesn't make any sense. Here, it's waiting. It's kind of like timid. It needs to break up. It needs to go up to this level, but it's kind of like really timid. It's like, and then here it needs to break up, but it's like, I don't know. And then now it's planning. Okay, I see, you always, trying to take my lunch money, and you have both hands on my bag, and it's planning. And then pretty soon it's going to get that sucker punch. Not condoning violence, just a story that popped in my brain. And then it's waiting. So right now it's kind of like stalking, and it's just waiting and waiting. And then it just needs to break this level. So with that being said, let's put this here. And so the level it needs to break is 9771. But Joe, why don't you do this level? It's right here. Well, it's really close to this level. So I don't do that. I just wait till you. Could you enter now? Sure. For me, it's not worth it. I'd rather wait. I would set an alert right about here. Let's put this one as, well, let's just do this. Set alert at $10. I set an alert at $10. The 1 hour candle needs to close above 9.771, and then you can enter. Not financial advice. All right, so that is that one we talked about. So Kelly says, Ben, is that into Cryptoverse guy? Ben, is that into, I don't know Cryptoverse guy either. There's a lot of people I don't know. I just know the ones that I look at so I can not make fun of, but teach how not to trade. Let's see here. Let me look at Sol again. Let's see if we can enter this trade. I want to do a futures trade. Let's do futures. Mexi. Oh no. Buying pressure. Don't like it. That's on the 1 hour time frame. 15-minute. I don't like it. Not for a short. I want to do a short. Yes, granted, it's below all this stuff. It looks like it might try to start coming up. It needs to break this level. And I'm pretty sure it will. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. I could be completely wrong. Right now, currently price actions above are 9 and are 30 and are 50. It needs to continue coming up. That way our 50 is underneath our orange, which is our 30. I think it's ready to come up. Now, this is just short term. I'm looking at a futures trade short term. Let's go to this one, Fart Coin. Oh, I made a video, guys. Oh, this is for members only, though. I made a video. One of the, I had a per request. So they were looking at this. So if y'all want, y'all can see that. This was, enter now if you wanted to higher risk. Here's your stop loss, which would be much closer. But have your alert here. 4 hour candle must close above this. And then if it does pull back, we're looking at a bounce here, more than likely, because of this bounce here on the 4 hour time frame, bounce here. So this is a very strong level. So you could enter here and then more than likely add down here. This will be your add zone, your buy area, if you like. And then for the stop loss, it'd probably be like around here, 15%. But AR. So let's look at Solana again, USDT, MEXC. It's 1 hour. Oh, it's a 4 hour, that's why. So why does it look different? Back to a 4 hour. So here, I mean, it's kind of risky. I was going to try to do it right now, but it's kind of risky. So here, Kelly says, thanks for the AR analysis. Not a problem. Hey, we're getting more people in here. If you have any questions, guys, let me know. This is your, well, it's like the bonus hour because we already did an hour, but this is your bonus section of the stream where you ask questions. Instead of paying somebody $99 an hour, I show you how to trade. Now, of course, if you already know how to trade, what I would recommend doing is asking me questions that you had when you were a beginner and see if I answer to your liking, or I may give a different view of your answer. And then for me, I'm not one of those that I just want an echo chamber. And if you don't agree with me, then I kick you out. It's not like that here. If you have a different view of anything that I do, make sure to use complete sentences so I can understand what you're trying to say. And then we can kind of like have not so much a debate, but a discussion. But yeah, for so, I do think that it'll come up. And then we just got to see what happens here. Does it get rejected? And then pull back to about here. So something like this. So it's here when we saw it. Does it do something like this? And then let me go ahead and put, because I think this is just the anchored VWAP. So let me go ahead and put the regular VWAP. And of course we do this. Oh, they left. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, that is the, okay. So that's the just the regular VWAP. Okay. That's what I think is gonna happen. Let's see here. So I don't see any more questions, but I do want to thank you guys very much for joining me on a Sunday afternoon, evening, really. It's now 6:35 p.m. Not sure what time it is your time, but it's always time to make this money, guys. So let's do it. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition. We do this every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We go live for an hour. I answer your questions. I do chart setups. I give you the thought process. In addition to that, we're also adding another time, which is 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's right, bright and early in the morning, 12 a.m. And we do this 3 to 5 times a week. I don't have a schedule for it yet, so make sure that notification bell is on. And then I usually post it about 15, 30 minutes prior to actually going live. So I do thank you guys very much. Until the next time, let's make this money. Take care, guys. Everything that I say is from experience. This is what's going to save you so much time, so much money, and so much effort. Like, it's super important. Now, if you're in the VIP, I have videos that are 3, 4, 5 minutes long on average. If you want to make money, I will show you how. I would offer the free group, but it's already full. I have a huge wait list. So more than likely, if I do let 3 or 4 people go, the spots are filled. Not only that, but when people do sign up for the VIP because they're making money in the free group, I am very, very invested to make you money in this free group so you can get the VIP. When those people leave the free group and get into the VIP, well, there's just so many more people that are trying to take their spot. I would strongly recommend getting the VIP. You're gonna make money. Now, granted, none of this is financial advice. It's never hopes and dreams and empty promises, nothing like that. See what I do. See if this makes you money. I give you my real life experience based off of my trainings, based off of my teachings, what I would do at that moment versus what everybody else does, because they want to sell you their course. They want to sell you all that stuff. I show you that my stuff works. Do we win? Yes. Do we lose? Sometimes. That's part of the game. But what I do is I show you all this so that you can see, oh man, I lost today, but Joe said he lost too. So it's okay. That's what I want you to realize, guys. If you like the content that I provide, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and leave me a comment in the comment box. And I'll see you on the next video. And as always, let's make this money.